Welcome back to another Fitness Made Simple explainer. Today, we're going to dive into a challenge that can derail even the most dedicated person at the gym, emotional eating. Let's get right into it.
So picture this. You're doing everything right. You're meal prepping, you're crushing your workouts, you're staying so consistent. And then, out of nowhere, maybe it's a stressful day at work or just a long, boring commute, and all that discipline just seems to vanish. It's an incredibly common and frustrating feeling. But here's the thing. This isn't about a lack of willpower. It's really about understanding the powerful link between our emotions and our eating habits. So in this explainer, we're going to map out a clear path to help you finally break that cycle. We'll define what emotional eating really is, help you pinpoint your personal triggers, build a whole new toolkit of responses, and most importantly, train your mind for real, lasting control. All right, let's start with that all too familiar cycle. You put in all the hard work, right? But then a craving hits, you give in. And that feeling of failure, it can be so overwhelming that you just feel like throwing in the towel completely. But here's the key, recognizing that this isn't a flaw in your plan, and it's certainly not a flaw in you. It's a psychological pattern. And once you truly understand the connection between what you're feeling and what you're eating, everything can change. It's all about building a smarter strategy, not just trying to white-knuckle it with willpower. So, to move forward, we've got to be crystal clear on what we're actually dealing with. What exactly is emotional eating? To put it simply, emotional eating is using food to cope with your feelings. It's not about feeling your body, it's about soothing your mind. You reach for that cookie after a rough day because you're looking for comfort, not nutrition. Think about it. Physical hunger kind of creeps up on you, and pretty much any food will do. But emotional hunger? Bam! It hits you suddenly. It craves something very specific, usually comfort food. And you're often not satisfied even when you're stuffed. And here's something that might surprise you. It's not just about negative feelings. Of course, stress and sadness are huge triggers, but even positive emotions, like celebrating a win, can lead to emotional eating if food is your default way to mark the occasion. And this goes way beyond just a cheat meal. It becomes this destructive cycle. You eat to feel better, but then the guilt kicks in, which makes you feel worse. And what does that lead to? Yup, often more emotional eating. It's this downward spiral that can totally derail your progress. This quote just nails it. Trying to fight off cravings with pure willpower is exhausting, and honestly, it almost never works long term. You don't need to fight the wave. You need a better plan to surf it. So, how do we build that smarter plan? Well, it all starts with awareness. The absolute turning point is learning to recognize your triggers as they're happening. This question right here, this is your secret weapon. The next time you feel that magnetic pull towards the kitchen, just pause for 1 second. Ask yourself, what am I really feeling right now? Is my stomach actually rumbling, or am I just bored? Am I stressed about that email I have to send? Just naming the emotion can give you enough space to choose a different path. And look, this isn't about trying to suppress your feelings or become some kind of robot. It's about taking back control. You acknowledge the feeling, okay, I feel stressed, but you don't let it hijack your actions. You are in the driver's seat. All right, so once you've identified that feeling, you get to choose a new way to respond. It's time to build your toolkit of healthy coping strategies. So instead of that knee-jerk reaction to grab food, try upgrading your response. Feeling restless? A quick walk can completely change your state. Feeling lonely? Calling a friend can instantly combat that isolation. Feeling overwhelmed? Just scribbling down your thoughts can make a huge difference. These are simple, but they are powerful tools that actually address the real issue. I want you to create your own personal soothe list. Think of it as your own menu of go-to comforts that have nothing to do with food. Maybe it's putting on a favorite playlist, playing with your dog, or just a 5-minute meditation. Having this plan ready makes it so much easier to make a better choice when you're feeling vulnerable. Now, these actions are a fantastic start, but for real lasting change, we have to build a strong mental foundation. It's time to train your mind with the same focus and dedication you bring to the gym. This slide just lays it out so perfectly. On one side, you have that guilt and restriction cycle, where labeling foods as bad just leads to regret and even more emotional eating. But on the other side, you have food freedom. That's the understanding that food is just food, and you can enjoy a treat and stay on track. True control isn't about restriction. It's about balance. So, how do you actually practice this? It starts with small daily habits. Try eating slowly and really truly tasting your food. Before you eat, just do a quick check-in. Am I physically hungry right now? And maybe most importantly, if you do slip up, don't let it spiral. Be kind to yourself, learn from it, and just move forward. I want you to think about this mental practice just like a workout. Every single time you pause before eating, every time you choose a walk instead of a snack, you're doing a rep for your mental strength. And over time, just like in the gym, you will get stronger. These healthy habits will become second nature. And here's the best part. You're already doing this. Your workouts are already building this mental resilience. The stress relief, the confidence boost, the structure, that amazing sense of progress, all of that makes you stronger in every single part of your life. Your physical and mental strength are two sides of the very same coin.
So I'll leave you with this final thought. What if the biggest key to your fitness goals isn't found in the gym at all, but in how you choose to train your mind? Thank you for watching and see you soon for the next one.